Hello, everyone. How you doing? I certainly want to extend my condolences to Dom, his family, and everything that they're going through, certainly as a program. Obviously, very challenging moment in time and experience for the staff and the players, but even more so for his family. Unfortunately, I've dealt with something like that in the past at a different program where we lost a young man, and it's something that sticks with me forever. Condolences to them and prayers for the family, for sure. But I'm open to questions.
Leo, you want to start us?
How's it going, Coach? Leo Rivera with BuffsFootball. It's good to meet you. Just from your coaching philosophy perspective, I guess, in your mind, what are the successful traits of a winning defense?
I love it. First of all, it's mindset, right? How you approach the game, playing together as a unit. Certainly, you need to be situationally very efficient to exceptional. So when I say situationally, talking third down, talking red zone, talking understanding personnels and how offenses are attacking you. So being really smart. Playing extremely fast and aggressive, playing with tremendous effort, but also playing as a unit. Right? You've never seen a championship defense with 10 people, right? It takes all 11, and sometimes more than that. So that's what it takes in order for us to be successful. You can fix a lot of problems on defense with effort, with mindset, and the style of play, as opposed to the structural things that you're doing. And so that's what spring ball for us in a lot of ways is about, man. Like establishing an identity. Who are we going to be? How are we going to play? And when teams cut on the tape, they see the style of play that we have regardless of what we're covering. So that's what we believe in. That's what we're teaching to our guys and certainly trying to get exemplified on the tape. Great question. Thank you.
Hey, Coach Brian Alable, the camera. You're obviously hired as linebackers coach a little while ago, and all of a sudden you're the defense coordinator.
Yeah.
Things changed a little bit. So
Yeah.
what changed for you last week with Livingston leaving and you being elevated to coordinator?
Man, things happen fast in this profession, right? And so certainly talk with Coach Prime about coming in and if this opportunity presented itself, a conversation would be had. But came in with the full intention of coaching linebackers, doing absolutely everything that I could in that role to help and supplement Coach Livingston and everything that he wanted to do here. Obviously, when he got the tremendous opportunity that he had and he decided to leave, we had the conversation, Coach Prime, and I was promoted. And so, as you can imagine, man, 5 days before spring ball rolls, you have a plan of action that and the direction and the vision that you plan on going defensively, and all of a sudden it changes, right? And so you have to, I had to put that defensive coordinator hat back on and, okay, what is the plan? What's the vision? What's the lexicon that we want to utilize? What do we want to do schematically? How do we want to approach our conversations with the players? How do we organize ourselves as a staff? How do we be extremely meticulous as it relates to the things that are important? How do we play winning football? I mean, it goes back to your question. How do we teach the things that are necessary and not just teach them, but in a way that they resonate and that they're applicable and that they show up on tape, right? Because you can teach football till you're blue in the face. If it doesn't show up on the tape, it doesn't matter. So that's what it's been about. And so I've drank a lot of coffee, Starbucks, and then the person who opens the door, me and they're my best friends right now. And it'll probably continue to be that way for a while, and that's okay.
Kind of building off that, how similar is your philosophy as Coach Livingston's was here? Was it just some tweaks you needed to make, or is it kind of a massive overhaul in terms of philosophy?
Yeah, so it'll be some overlap for sure. Certainly there'll also be some things that I'll bring with me from my past that I thought were extremely effective, but also helped us play fast and helped us play with a certain mentality that showed up to take again for the guys to be successful and feel like they're playing together and that they can play aggressive, right? And so it'll be some overlap, but also some unique nuances and distinctions between what was on tape and here.
Right.
I mean, you've only been DC for about a week, but you've been here for longer.
Sure.
What players so far have stood out to you the most?
Man, that is a question that I always hesitate to answer, especially this early, because football is played in pads and we don't have pads yet. So I do appreciate the young men that we have. There's clearly a tremendous amount of work ethic. They're hungry, right? They're very coachable. They appreciate the opportunity that Colorado provides for all of us, and they're taking the coaching right now. You can see there's a very big distinction in my mind in the years that I've coached ball between January to February, and with the first day of pads, you put them on the spring ball. There's a very big distinction. The football players come out. They really do. And so I'm excited to see that. I'm excited for Friday. If we could have stayed on the field and lined up for Friday, I would have done that today. So excited for that.
Tyler,
Coach, Tyler King with Denver Gazette. What did you learn from your first coordinator job at Virginia Tech, and kind of what have you kind of taken since then before coming here to CU that you feel like you're a better coach than where you were 2 years ago?
Yeah, tremendous. That's a tremendous question. I had a year to think about it, a year to think about it. So I have probably 15 pages in OneNote that I could articulate to you. But the pithy version of it would be I learned how to be a better teacher. Right. I did a lot of stuff in the off season. I did internships in the NFL with the Rams and the Cardinals. I visited a bunch of different programs because you have access now when you don't have a logo on your chest. And so I got to see a lot of different things that challenged some things that I thought, but also really reinforced some things that I fundamentally believed in and still believe in. And so if you're not adapting in this game, then you're going to die. So I learned that adapting is imperative. You do have to have tenets that you fundamentally believe in and that you harp on and that have to show up on tape, but you got to adapt, man. So we'll be different than team saw us, than how people saw us at when I was at the other institution. We'll have some overlap, but it's about adapting, man, and get better every opportunity you get. Good question.
I want to talk to you, Coach, about your energy.
Yeah.
It is high level when you get up on the field.
Sure.
And even in the meeting rooms, when you put the film up and there's a good play, you encourage everyone on the team to clap for that play and that person. Talk about those philosophies, bringing that energy and making sure the teammates buy in and reward each other.
Yeah, great question. I believe there's one way to tell the truth. You tell it. One way to tell the truth, you tell it. And I also believe, and I know this as a father, I know this as a teammate, and I know this as a teacher and coach. I've been doing this for a while. That positive reinforcement gets you the behavior that you want replicated faster than negative reinforcement. So how can you positively reinforce in a real way to get the type of human behavior that you want to be replicated? And so it has to be authentic, right? It can't be anything that's fake or contrived. We're humans, so they're players, but they're adults. They're over the age of 18, so they can feel when it's not real. So you got to find ways to reinforce what you're trying to get replicated, and things that aren't up to the standard, you got to find ways to get those modified so that the standard can be met.
Hey, Coach Scott Proctor, the NBR. You played the linebacker position at a high level back in the day. You've coached it for a while. What are you looking for guys out of that room? Like, what kind of makes that position go the way you want it to?
Yeah, so great question, man. Productivity, instincts, physicality, violence, speed, intelligence. And obviously, if you're able to do those things in the game of football, whether you're a very vocal guy or a guy who's a rah-rah guy, who's loud and you can hear from 2 rooms away, if you produce on the field, everybody will recognize who you are. And you'll have natural leadership because of your productivity and the way that you work. And so I used to be a guy who, hey, I need someone who what a lot of people call as an alpha dog. He's somebody who speaks well, who gets in front of the group, who holds his fist up in the middle of the circle, kind of get everybody going. I had an unanimous All-American who was a finalist for the Buckets Award and was the highest paid linebacker in one point in the NFL. And you couldn't get him to say boo. But he put that helmet on. And he was a boy dog. And so that taught me that there are all types of personalities that fit a football program, but there needs to be one standard, right? And so the standards are kind of the things that I talked to you about earlier as it relates to linebacker.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Cheers to some young buffs on SI. You were obviously at BC before, and now had to shift your role and change, like you mentioned. But with also the weekend's tragedy, has it shifted how you've motivated and led your guys at all through this first week of practice?
Yeah, so there's a response to the situation and the context in which that we're in. There's a human response, certainly. I think as coaches and as players, we're humans first, right? Football players second. So if we're completely void of considering the context of what everybody's experiencing right now, I think that would be foolish and unwise. And so certainly we are very intentional about the conversations that we're having, both within the context of teaching football, but also the conversations outside of the classroom and off the field. And I think that's just good coaching, right? If that was the situation, not obviously condolences as we've talked about, but there needs to be a depth of relationship outside of the classroom that allows for the coaches and players to exceed whatever their expectations are, not just meet them, but to exceed them, right? So, and I just think that's good coaching.
Hey, Coach Jack Barlow, Buff Insider. Nice to meet you. Obviously, we weren't here last year, but it's possible with how many new transfer additions there are, you could have, complete new 11 guys on defense. Just what excites you most about that opportunity?
Yeah, I think what excites me the most is that everything is new. So for me and most of the defense, when we play our first game in the stadium, it'll be all of our first games there. And so I think that'll be a unique and cool experience together. We get to all do this thing one time, right? This year with this team in this moment, and that's special, man. So I'm excited about it. Like I said earlier, I think we have really good kids who have the right mindset and approach and heart, and we just got a lot of work to do.
Coach, normally when you come in to a new role, the guy that was here before is not here, but Coach Hart is here. So how have you worked with Coach Hart, and like just how's that dynamic going?
Yeah, first of all, Coach Hart is a phenomenal human being. Phenomenal human being. Good football coach. And all he's done has been accept me with open arms, be as helpful as he possibly could have been. And let's be honest about it, that takes a tremendous amount of humility to do what he's done. So I have a tremendous amount of respect for him as a man. And so what we've done is working tandem as it relates to coaching and our responsibilities for the defense. And I'm excited to be here with him.
Two more, Jake.
Hey, Coach, Jake Schwartz from DMV. Just wanted to ask you about Blue Carter and versatility, and how does that, that versatility out of the nickel spot kind of unlock things in defense?
Yeah, so we brought him here because of his ability and his potential and his production in the past, but we don't have pads on yet. So give us a few days in pads, I'll be able to give you a better answer to that.
Just a few things about the interview process. When you met with Coach Prime at first, it sounds like he gave you some sort of indication that it might be possible that Coach Livingston might be moving on, and if that happened, he would be talking to you about that. Is that correct?
Sure.
And then the other part of that is when you were going through that, what was it that he was looking for in you?
Yeah, so I don't want to speak for Coach Prime, what he was looking for. I think he can speak to that better than I can.
Yeah.
But certainly there was a conversation around, we think really highly of Coach Livingston. There's probably going to be opportunities for him, whether it's this year or next year. And, to make sure that you excel in your role, do everything that you can for the program. And when the opportunity presents itself, we'll have a conversation. And Coach Prime is truly his word.
Stepping in as a coordinator without really a big hand in picking your staff, what's the difference between doing that and having a hand in picking it?
You know what? That's a great question, man. That was actually my experience in a previous role. I didn't get to pick my staff. And it's okay because I love leading. I love collaboration. I love figuring people out so that I can find the best equation that maximizes the potential of everybody on our staff and also do the same with our players. So I don't run from that challenge. I don't think handpicking people that you need to work with. Sometimes I think that actually handicaps you as a leader because it doesn't make you think outside of the box. So I like the challenge. I like the opportunity. And Coach Prime and the rest of the administrative staff has done a tremendous job of the humans and men that are in that room. So, man, it's a good challenge, and I'm embracing it.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Coach.
Absolutely. Thank y'all.
Appreciate it.
Over.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Thank you.
Scotty, you want to start?
For sure. Gideon, what's going on? Good to see you again, my boy. What's kind of your first impressions of, Coach Marve, kind of his scheme and some of his defensive principles?
I love it. A lot of it matches what I've done in the past. So it definitely helps me.
Yeah.
But he's a general. He's a pretty stern guy. His meetings are pretty fun. All of us, enjoy being in there, and I just love the room.
Yeah, that's right.
If you could send one message to CU fans about kind of your style of play and how you look and play out there on the field, what would it be?
Yeah, I can just speak for our room. We're gonna play violent, fast. Our standard is excellence, and we're just gonna try and attack every single day.
Right. So getting brought up the camera, we've heard the story of you seeing Coach Prime on the plane. But just talk about the process of getting here and just also the opportunity that you have in front of you now to be a Power 5 football player.
Yeah, it was quite the experience. I'm definitely blessed to go through that, and it happened fast. The whole portal was a speed dating kind of thing, and I wasn't leaving here, without coming here. I fell in love with the place right from the start. And I'm just thankful to be here. And, coming from where I started out of high school with no offers, it was tough. I just had that chip on my shoulder, and I'm just thankful to be here now.
CUBuffsFootball.com. Good to meet you. I just have a simple one for you. Why do you love football?
I love football. Oh man, that's a deep one. I've grown up playing it. It is, people always say you're not supposed to associate it with who you are, but that's who I am. That's my life. That's what my life's been since I fell in love with the game when I was in 7th grade. And there's just every day there's an opportunity to get better at something you're in love with, and it's just not a real experience.
Hey, Gideon, obviously only 2 practices in spring camp, but with your linebacker room, just what do you feel like the strengths of that could be hitting the next season?
Yeah, definitely physical. A lot of great older guys in the room, especially the guys we're about to hear from, Tyler and Liona. Those are my best friends on the team. So we're a tight knit group. We have some pretty fun, like punishments if you're late and stuff like that in the room. So that just grows bonding. And I'm just thankful for the room. We're gonna be good.
Gideon, you get a bunch of guys on this team who are jumping up, right, and they bet on themselves that they can do this. Is there a greater sense of appreciation for the opportunity with a story like yours, you think, getting here now?
Yeah, without a doubt. Because I came from super small FCS school. I loved it there, but I always had greater ambitions, and the goal is always to play at the best level. And when you take a bunch of guys that have a similar story like that, they're going to strive for greatness. They're going to come with a chip on their shoulder and compete every single day because they know what it's like to want to wish to be here. Like I would wake up, at one of my first school, and I'd just be like, I wish I was somewhere else. And everyone had that mentality, and now we're here, and now we need to accomplish the goals we have.
That's good.
To take it in, here's some inputs on the side. Coming from a place where you're a captain in Bowling Green, is that the type of identity you want to start to instill here in Bowling?
Yeah, I just want to do whatever I can, for the team. If I need to lead by example, I'll do that. I'll just do whatever possible for the team. I mean, because everyone coming in is a leader. That's how Coach handpicked his guys. He needed leaders on the defense, and I'll just do whatever I can.
Anything else for Gideon? All right, thank you. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thank you guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Juju, you want to come in? Sorry, you want to start?
Yeah. Hey, Julian. Just obviously now getting here for spring ball. It's a very new look team. Just kind of how has the last couple months been for you as one of the leaders on this team, just trying to get everybody kind of up to speed and acclimated for what you guys want to do from a culture perspective with the program?
I mean, honestly, it's been amazing. We got a lot of guys with the same mindset. That makes football practice a lot easier, makes bonding a lot easier when it's a lot of guys that all have the same goals and we just want to win right now.
Jules, the last 48 hours, 72 hours have been pretty tough, obviously. How have you been holding up emotions-wise, and how has it been kind of being here with everybody?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely easier when you have your brothers around you, for sure. I mean, there's nothing harder than losing one of your brothers, and that one's like an older brother to me. I'm one of the only quarterback last year that stayed, so it definitely, of course, it's hard losing that, but just having my other brothers build me up, just trying to keep growing, get better every day.
Being in that room with him, just being so close to him, you spent a lot of time with him. We talked to some guys on defense and stuff like that. What kind of guy was that?
I mean, no, so that was my locker buddy. Like, we were next to each other lockers. I mean, like I said, those were my best friends. So honestly, word to describe him is just joyous. Like, he's never down, always great energy, always worked hard. He knew he was a walk-on. He came from Georgia Tech, Bethune-Cookman, but just a great guy.
Juju, in what ways over the past year have you grown the most?
Honestly, just mentally, I mean, Coach Marion brought in this go-go system, and it's been crazy to start to learn and try to read the defense with all the progression and things like that. But I mean, honestly, it looks like we do our thing. I mean, it's been awesome learning that Coach Marion's such a great guy. I mean, you see, we got Hodge in there, Cooley in there, and all the resources in the world. So, good.
Hey, Joe, I have a couple for you. First off, we're all these linebackers. What do you think of that group?
I mean, they're phenomenal, man. Run fit and pass game, and smartest backers I've seen so far. So, I mean, we'll see the rest of the spring or whatever, but that looked good so far.
And the second question is, when you were playing last year, you got those couple stars. You would tell us that you thought that was just an invaluable experience for you, and you couldn't wait to kind of attack the offseason and go back and look at it. How valuable do you think that was? And now that you've really kind of dissected that film and taken that experience.
Honestly, it was a blessing. We all know I sat and waited last year for my turn, so getting the opportunity is big for me. But experience is big, and going to this spring, understand what to look for. I mean, like the whole new coaching staff and all that. So I still had to adapt to some things, but I mean, just understanding spring football made it a lot better for me.
Jake.
Hey, Julian, big response to NBR. Just, remade receiver room over the offseason, too. What's just been your impression of those guys and you guys coming in?
Quick, shifty, fast, lots of touchdowns, lots of yak.
Jack.
Hey, Julian. Developmentally, what are some of the biggest things you're working on this spring?
Coverages, like I said, just growing, getting bigger. I mean, that's every year. I mean, 6 foot quarterback. But I mean, yeah, just trying to learn defenses. Coach has brought in some crazy defense from G Tech, so just trying to figure it out.
Personal.
Interview Harrison, some young buffs on this side. You talked about having to pick up on the go-go offense with Coach Brennan. What has your relationship been like with him as a leader and coming in as OC?
Coach Marion is a great guy, great leader, and it's always better coming from somebody with real football experience. So knowing Coach Marion was a receiver, just hearing his point of view coming from receiver side, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Knowing what he's done with quarterbacks, and I mean, you can't really talk back to anything he says. I mean, you just got to listen, try to soak as much up as you can.
Scott. Juju was good, bro. Sorry for your loss, bro. When talking about the go-go offense, what was kind of your first impressions of it when you first turned on the film and whatnot, and kind of how you envisioned yourself kind of playing in it?
I mean, it looked beautiful to me. I mean, I thought you get on that NCAA playbook and you run it a couple times, the UNLV, you're like, oh goodness, like, what is it? But I mean, it's going to be crazy. It's exciting. I mean, Coach Marion brought in that offense. I'm just blessed to run it.
For sure. I saw it too. He brought in one of his former quarterbacks, so UNLV, Hodge. What's it kind of been like just working around him and being around somebody who operated that offense at a high level?
Yeah, no, so I mean, I've known Hodge since I was 6 years old. I think Hodge is 8 years older than me or whatever. You know, he's like big brother to me, but we grew up training together. So bringing him in is, like I said, it's kind of like having an older brother, somebody I can lean on, look for when I need a tip about Coach Marion's coaching. I mean, Coach Marion is, I think people know him. He has his offense, he has his personality, but just having that right-hand guy who's experienced it and just understands the offense, you can hear it from a player, feels good.
So, Brian.
If you could pick one thing that you'd say was your biggest focus this offseason in improving your game, what would you say?
Immensely, definitely immensely. Just coverages. I think my two starts, West Virginia and Arizona State, were two completely different defenses, and I realized that college teams scout and they're going to change and adapt. So seeing all these different coverages, trying to figure them out now.
Last one, Brian.
Just early impressions of Isaac and Camille as they come in, new guys that you're competing obviously for a spot as well.
Yeah, no, I mean, Isaac and Camille, great guys, two Utah boys. I mean, they came in just trying to adapt to Colorado. I mean, Camille came from high school, Isaac from Utah. But loving boys like brothers already. I mean, we just lost one of our brothers recently, so just trying to mold together. I mean, you got to connect with them as much as you can now. Just trying to, hold each other down.
Thanks, Juju. Thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Yeah, totally. Just welcome here, Victor on DNVR. Just what has been your impressions of Boulder and Colorado next year?
I love it. I've had a lot of great experiences so far. I mean, obviously, this last weekend we lost a brother, and that was super hard. But I love Boulder. I love the coaching staff here. I love the players. So it's been an awesome journey so far.
Hey, Brian, from Boulder in the camera. Obviously, last year you get injured, had to sit out a lot last year. What did you learn from that experience of just having to kind of step back a little bit from the game?
Yeah, that was probably the worst couple of months of my life. Not being able to do anything for your team, for your brothers, other than encourage them and motivate them. So I think the biggest thing I took away from that was just not taking anything for granted. Like, just every day is a blessing, is a new day to be able to play football, to do the things we love. So being injured sucked, but I definitely learned that.
Tyler, walk us through the recruiting process. What was that like for you? We've heard Gideon say it was kind of like speed dating. What was it like for you, and what made you pick Colorado?
Yeah, I think that's a pretty accurate description. It happened fast for sure. I think the portal opened on the 2nd or 3rd. And I mean, right as I posted that, I did the portal. I mean, it was great. Colorado. Coach Box called me and said, "Hey, we're interested in you. We want you on a visit." I think 1 or 2 days later, I was down here and fell in love with the place, committed right there, and that was it. It was really quick.
Scott. What's up, Tyler? Scott Proctor at GMBR. I know you're playing here now with a few of your former teammates, like obviously Nate and Ezra from New Mexico State, I think Vili as well, your teammates at JUCO. How cool is it to kind of be reunited with them here in Boulder?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely awesome. I never thought me and Vili would end up on the same team again. I knew he would do great things, but I never thought that me and him would be playing side by side 4 years, 4 years from when we last played together. And then Nate and Ezra, it's also cool because, I mean, right as we all hit the portal at the same time, we all kind of talked like, hey, Colorado's all hitting us up. Like, this would be cool if we all ran it back and we logged in. So it's definitely awesome.
What could you tell us about kind of Nate and Ezra's, just kind of their game, having played with them the last couple
They're
of
dogs, I'll say that. Nate's going to fly to the ball and take someone's head off, and Ezra's not going to be able to be blocked and head inside. So it's going to be fun.
Appreciate it.
Mr. Hey, Tyler, just curious what your relationship is like with Chris Marve, and just what was your reaction to him getting promoted to DC last week?
I love Coach Marve. He's an intense coach. I like intense coaches, kind of get in your face and challenge you and challenge your leadership and stuff. So I love that side of Coach Marve. I was actually, I mean, it's an up and down thing when a new DC gets hired, because you start learning one thing. All right, now we got to learn other things that are new to us. But it's always the learning curve. And, you just got to handle business like you always.
Last year, stopping the run was a big issue for this team. I guess what's your mindset for run stopping and your philosophy there?
Run stopping is all about mentality. I mean, 31 game on the line, mono versus mono. You know what I mean? It all starts with the mentality. Scheme is one thing, but like I said, when it comes down to man versus man, it's a mentality. Who's going to win that one-on-one?
You guys are all going through similar things in the linebacker room right now, all kind of new in a new spot and learning your defense. Has that kind of brought you guys closer together as a group these last couple of months, just kind of knowing you're all going through the same process?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I mean, when everybody's learning something new, it kind of brings you together because we face the same challenges, similar challenges. So we'll sit down and go through like, all right, how are we going to fix this? What kind of things are we going to do to hold the room accountable, stuff like that. So I think all being new definitely helps bring us together.
Anything else for Tyler?
I got just one more. Obviously, you guys are working so closely with Coach Marve, and linebackers are often the captains of the defense, leaders of the defense anyway. Does that kind of put more onus on it when you're working so closely with the DC that you guys as a linebacker group kind of want to be the quarterback of the defense, so to speak?
Yes and no. I mean, I always think linebackers should be like the quarterback of the defense. Like everybody should listen to linebackers, but I think everybody on the team also has a role to do their communication and hold their end of the bargain, But at the same time, Coach Marve, he does a really good job of making sure that we're the most vocal on the field and making sure we're getting front set and communicating to the whole defense, not just between each other.
Thanks, Tyler.
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, Tyler. Let's get it, bro.
Yeah, you want to start? Yeah, sure. Leo Rivera, BuffsNFP.com. I guess coming into Boulder, what's kind of been your first reactions to this new team and new you?
Yeah, coming to Boulder, I mean, I'll start off with the place. I really enjoy just living in Boulder. It's been awesome. I was able to go on hikes. Just like back home in Hawaii, there's hikes over here. You got nice mountains, you got nice views. And it's very family oriented, just, around Boulder. So I enjoyed Boulder a lot, just living here. And then, coming into a new team, there's a lot of people coming in. We all came in together. So we're all kind of in the same boat, trying to adapt to the culture and, buy into what the coaches are preaching each and every day. And, just trying to come together as a team so we can have this unbreakable bond so that we can, win a lot of games.
Hey, Brian Hello from Boulder Daily Camera. 2-year starter in Texas, you guys had a lot of success there. What led you to going into the portal and finding a new opportunity? And then second part, talk about why Colorado.
Yeah, so I enjoyed my time a lot. My previous school, lots of friendships that I made over there over my time there with different players and coaches, and relationships that will stick with me forever. Just meeting with my family and praying about what we should do next. We always ask the man upstairs for an answer of what we should do next, no matter what goes on. And we felt like it was the best opportunity for us, or for me, to take a step and go elsewhere. So that's what we decided. And what was the other question? Sorry.
And then just why Colorado?
Why Colorado? I mean, I'm obviously just going into the portal, just like they said, it's like speed dating. There's a lot of schools hitting you up, and when you're going into the portal, you kind of just want to know you before you even enter the portal, you want to know what you want out of a school, and I wanted to play for. Some of my things that I was looking for was like a hungry team, bringing in. They brought in a lot of new players, and I knew that a lot of people were hungry, so came here. Everyone was hungry, and I was ready to work too. And then just the defensive emphasis as well that attracted me a lot, especially with Coach Prime being the head coach, and then at the time Coach Rob, but Coach Marve as well. Just having my position coach being in DC now, it's fun to just go out there and play for him. So it's kind of why I chose Colorado.
Here's Simeon Buffs on this side. For you, not just the change in situation, but like you just mentioned, the change in coordinator. What has your relationship been with Coach Marvin? How has it been to kind of navigate just in the past week, having to start up practice and adjust for your coach?
Yeah, the thing about Coach Marv that sticks out is, he was the same guy, whether he was our linebackers coach or the DC. He went about his business the same. He very, in your face coach, like what they said. He'll demand excellence out of you. So, I mean, I appreciate that because, at the end of the day, we're all trying to be the best version of ourselves. And for somebody to push you each and every day to be the best version of yourself as well, it just helps you to, elevate your game each and every day. And then for him, he was in our linebackers room pushing us. Now he's just, the biggest difference is he's just pushing our whole defense. He always was pushing our whole defense, but, he's the leader of our defense now. So yeah.
Check. Hey, Leona, you mentioned that you wanted to find a program that was hungry. Just how have you seen that hunger kind of play out through to spring practices so far?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's just flying around, trying to prove what they're capable of doing, and it brings this competitive level. It raises the bar for everyone because everyone's on their A game. Can't take any plays off, can't take any reps off. Just trying to compete every single day, and to elevate everyone else's game as well, not only yours. And because at the end of the day, we're a team. We're trying to, be together and win some games. So just elevating everyone else's game.
More Scott. Always good, Leona. Scott Proctor, DNVR. Good to meet you, bro. This defense really struggled to stop the run last year. How much of a responsibility do you and those other linebackers feel to make sure that's not the case again this year? I guess kind of what's at the core of a strong run defense.
Yeah. Just, assignment sound, gap, take care of your gap, take care of your assignment, and then doing it to the best of your capability. Obviously, we're going to focus on stopping the run heavy, but then we also want to, it's a full defense thing. It's not just, we're going to stop the run and give up passes. We got to be able to, it starts with stopping the run and then building off of that. So we're going to emphasize stopping the run, and then we'll go from there.
Obviously, whenever you pick a school to play football, you want to play for a coach that cares about you. And one thing about Coach Prime and this coaching staff, they take great pride in their off the field and helping the man, just the football player.
Mm-hmm.
What has this week taught you about this coaching staff? It feels like sometimes tragedy can reveal who people really are.
Yeah, for sure. Start off by, giving my condolences to Dom and his family. I had the pleasure to meet him while I was here with my, I only got to spend a little short time with him while I was here, a couple months, but I could easily felt, comfortable being around him, and how everyone else feels, how everyone speaks highly of him. That's who he was every single day, especially when I first met him. So my condolence goes out to their family and loved ones. But, just seeing not only this week for sure because of the things that happened throughout the week, but my whole time here, just, loving on their players. They do a good job of showing that they truly care about us, and it's not all about making plays. Like, obviously, we're all gonna celebrate victories and all those together, but they'll love you no matter what. And I'm very grateful for that. And, just the way we handled this, they handled this situation, giving us a voice in things and not just, forcing us to go out there and practice. That means a lot. It goes a long way as well. So,
Is this as tragic and awful as it is a situation that you could see this team kind of trauma bonding over?
Sorry.
Just being going through something together.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Situation with a bunch of new guys.
Anytime you face adversity, you know, you kind of want to stick together, stick to your brothers, and you never want to, you know, do it alone. And that's something that we've been preaching, that nobody's alone throughout this journey. We're all going to be there for each other. We're all going to stick together and try to, you know, build an unbreakable bond so that, you know, nobody feels alone. Obviously, we don't want anyone to feel alone, feel left out. So just caring for each other, loving on each other, and still being able to go about our business is what we're trying to do right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wednesday means work. Wednesday means work. Who's going out working? Who's going out working?
Nobody.
Who's going out working?
Nobody.
Who's going out working?
Nobody.
Remember you said that. You said that. I didn't make you say it. Wednesday is work. We're going to work today. We're going to work today, but we're going to have a good time in it. Hey, guys, especially you linemen, don't put up with the bull joke. If you got to run there, send them in. Same thing. Tight ends, send them in. Receivers back, send them in. Same thing, DB, send them in. Linebacker, send them in. D-line, rushing, send them in. We good? Quarterbacks as well. If you got some bull joke going on in your group, get them off the field. We good?
Yes, sir.
Let's go, 8-5. You know I love you.
Let's go,
Hey, work on me. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yes, sir. With the bless, sir. It's the morning run. Big dog Chico, Uncle Neely, coming to you live and direct from the indoor practice facility. Unk, what's happening? How you doing? We just saw the pressers from the day. Had the 3 linebackers and quarterback Julian Lewis. Also defensive coordinator Chris Marve. You were right there, Unk. Anything you take away from that? First of all, let me say hello, how you doing? And then we can go into the pressers.
First of all, we got to address that the Afro is back. That's what we got to talk about. You just gonna skip over that?
Well, just for a few hours. I got to go see T Braves 808 Hawaii, but yeah.
Shout out to T Braves 808 Hawaii. So other than that, Chico, taken away from the press conferences, taken away from having seen 2 practices, taken away from 2 team meetings, taken away from countless breakouts. I want to start here. We got some damn good coaches in this building. Starting with the 2 coordinators, man. Their energy, how they go about planning the day, how they go about their installs, it is most def an improvement from what the previous players or current players were used to around here. So shout out to those 2 guys. You had the coordinators. One today, offensive coordinator, was on Monday. And I know with the Monday press conference, there was a lot of that press conference was more so about the tragedy the team was undergoing, and still those questions come up. But you heard Brendan Marion on this show before spring ball started, and just got a little taste of Marve there. Excellent coaches, man. Great philosophies, energy, no nonsense, no corner cutting, all that.
Yeah, and you can see that the chat was reacting when Coach Marve was speaking, and how they love his philosophy, how direct he was. Even then, Danny said he was pretty eloquent. hold on.
But if then Danny said it.
Yeah, it must be true. I thought you was about to show something right there. You got the walking on me.
No, I'm finna go sit my ass down. I've been standing up the whole press conference. You've been in the chair for 2 hours. I've been standing up since 6:30 this morning. I'm gonna go find a seat. That's say something.
That's Unk right there. Hey, ain't nothing to say, dog. I understand. Shit, I'll be doing the same thing with you. You feel me? I'm right there with you. So, hey, also you saw 3 linebackers, dog. Tyler Martinez, Gideon Lampron, and Liona Lefau. Shout out to Liona from out here in Laie, Hawaii. But you got some dogs at the linebacker position. Anything stood out to you or just from looking at them or seeing them at practice or hearing them speak today, Unk?
I go by practice, and I know as Coach Marve said, we don't have pads on yet, so we're going to know a lot Friday and next week.
Right.
But I'm in concurrence with Coach Prime when he said this is the best looking and best linebacker room we've had at Colorado since he's been here. They certainly, as a group, passed the eyeball test.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see those. I used to say this, and it was proven right when I went to an Alabama football camp one time. I took my team there. I was like, damn, all the linebackers had these certain shoulders. You got to have these big, wide linebacker shoulders and wide linebacker heads. One or the other or both. And I think these linebackers got them. And they definitely looked the part, like you said. So, I'm hollering at somebody.
Yeah, I mean,
see.
Okay. Yeah, one of the linebackers. I mean, it's just what Coach Prime said, that this is a good-looking group. This group has improved. Even when they're snacking after a press conference.
What's up, Oos?
He said, what's up, Oos?
So shout out to Lee.
Yeah.
And the whole North Shore.
He said, shout out to the North Shore. He said, appreciate it.
Kahuku.
He's in Hawaii. There he is. Hey, come here.
He probably can't tell because of my afro. He like, this nigga in Alabama. Hawaii's former player of the year right here. Kahuku in the building. What's up, baby? What's up? I can hardly hear you, but I just want you to give a shout out to your hometown. Give a shout out to Kahuku in the high school, and shout out to Coach Warner also.
Oh, you know Coach Warner? That's my uncle.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your uncle. Okay.
Yeah, that's my uncle.
He's gonna see this.
Oh, he is?
Yes,
Appreciate
indeed.
that, man. Shout
Go
out.
ahead and give a shout out to your family, your people, your school, and whoever else.
Yeah, shout out to the whole North Shore, really. Koku High School. Just the community. They raised me. They brought me up. Wouldn't be here without the whole community, really. Very tight-knit community. And I'm blessed to be where I'm from, and I rep it proudly. And I'm, grateful for everyone who's a part of that community. And I hope you guys appreciate me as much as I appreciate you guys. So I'm very grateful to be where I'm from.
Yes,
Thank you.
indeed. Real quick before you get up out of here, what is out there in the water in Kahuku, man? How are you guys so good out there in football and sports and athletics? Hell, I saw the girls flag football team doing some things the other day. So what's going on out there? What's in the water?
I don't know. It might be what's not what we don't have, really. Maybe that's what pushes everyone. Obviously, it's a small town. There's one stoplight throughout the whole North Shore, so just we don't have too much there, but we have a very loving community and people who's willing to do whatever they need to support their nephews, their sons, their family members. So just the support system over there is very great, and it's very easy for people to thrive there, knowing that they're always going to be supported no matter what they do. And
Hey, you also got some other Polynesians there, Big Samo, Big Villy, shout out to Coach Peko. Talk about bringing and having that Polynesian pipeline back to Colorado and what it means.
Man, I mean, if I'm being honest, I didn't know that there was as big as a pipeline before. I knew there was a few players like Lefau and some of the D-line and Chris Niole, because he's from the North Shore as well.
Yep.
So I knew some of those players, but I didn't know how many Polynesian players came and played for the Buffaloes. So just to bring that back, we're just hoping to show what Polynesians are about. Our biggest morals are, some things we live by. The 3 F's is faith, family, football. That's what we grew up on.
Right.
So, just loving everyone like a brother and treating everybody with love and respect. And hopefully it brings us together and forms an unbreakable bond.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you,
Yes,
brother.
sir. Appreciate you, man.
Hey, continue doing what you're doing, man. We're
Yes,
rooting
sir.
for you out here.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Take care.
All right. Yes, sir, with the bless, sir. Let's go here real quick.
David Keller, general manager. First day in the books, kind of challenging what we went through this weekend, but the guys got it done.
I tell you what, just like all off season, been extremely impressed with the way this group has worked, the way they've responded, the discipline that's been instilled in them, and that they're buying into it. And then to come out here today, you know, after what transpired yesterday, that news, that was difficult on everyone. And the good thing about today, it brought us all together so we could do something that we love and we could honor Dom in that particular regard. So, excellent first day. I like a lot of the fundamental elements that I saw. Some not a knock on anything from previous regimes, but I saw a lot of things that allow progression and improvement to occur. The enthusiasm, the passion, the bringing together because of what had transpired, it made today an A+ as far as practice was concerned. Now the key is do it again, and do it again, and do it again. But excellent first day.
Yes, indeed. Appreciate that, Unk, and that word from Coach David Kelly, and Hawaii's #1 football player from a couple of years ago, Liona Lefau. Shouts out to him too, man. So hey, back to the grind again. The Buffs are back at practice. I had another great day. Wednesdays. Unk, you want to leave us with some or let us know something real quick before we go?
Yeah, just the week is going to continue to go, man. Really, getting fully embraced and immersed in football time. Football. You heard Coach Kelly say it best right there. You did it, now you got to do it again. Then you got to do it again. And we have now 13 more do it agains, including the spring game. So I think that today's practice was full of energy. Check back on the network later. There'll be some clips up. At one point, Chico, I was prepared to say the defense won, but then as practice went on into the 2-minute drill, the way the offense came back, I'm going to call today a tie. I'm going to say today was a tie. So practice 1, defense, practice 2, a tie. We'll see what happens Friday.
Hey, you know what I saw Coach Prime say right before they broke down and started practice? He was like, are y'all breaking down, They broke it down. He was like, and you know what, defense going to kick offense butt today. They just lit a fire right there, dog, before you start the practice. And I love that about what Coach Prime does. He let these players know that we need the intensity at practice also, and that's going to lead to the game. We practice way more in football than you play the actual game. So I like him setting that mindset up for those players out there. What,
But you fall for the okie doke every time.
Okay, what's the okie doke this time? God damn, man. What?
Give
me the context. Give me the context.
If you stop talking,
go ahead.
Let me know. 1, what side of the ball did Coach Prime play?
Defense.
What you think he'll say then? 2, you've been there before. Early on in practice, I don't care if it's August or spring, who has the advantage?
A lot of people say defense.
It is what it is.
Wait,
I got a 3.
Okay.
I got a 3.
Okay.
I got a 3. Trying to light a fire under the offense. Coach, you're going to see it today. Coach Brendan Marion at the end of practice. You know what he said to the defensive line?
What?
Here's the offensive coordinator. You know what he said to the defensive line? Keep kicking our butt.
See?
Keep doing what y'all doing. Because eventually the offense is going to catch up. They have a different and deeper schematic. He was just lighting the fire, dog.
That's what I said.
No, but he wasn't lighting the fire under the defense. He was lighting the fire under the offense.
Yes, I got it.
But that ain't what you said.
He said that the defense is going to kick the offense butt, right?
Yes.
Right. So he was lighting the fire. It really lit a fire under both of them. But I get what you're saying. He's going for the offense. Oh, this is nothing to argue about. Lord have mercy.
That was me hollering at you, man. And see, you be using the word. I ain't arguing with you a bit. I'm talking to Pud, man. Pud, come say hey to the people, Pud. Nobody argue with you, Chico. You take everything as a damn argument.
Mercy, dog. Lord.
What's it? Hey, Pud.
Mama Tia in the building.
What's the benefit of having somebody here if you ain't gonna trust what they say?
I don't know.
Just made it Hawaii, and he tried to tell me what something meant. Hey,
what's up, coach?
We're gonna have the D-line coach on, man, soon, man. You see Pun.
Hey.
Pun working out now.
I know. So, hey, ask him. Oh, I was about to say.
Ask him what?
On the spot. Don't worry about it. We'll actually when we get him on.
He's scared. He don't want no smoke, Pun.
You want me to know what I was going to ask for?
How many days away was the spring game? and I thought you said times.
This man crazy.
Hey, y'all.
Look.
Chico.
Let me finish. No, hold on.
All right, go ahead. Because I'm going to close with mine.
I'm going to finish mine. All right. I still say this. Coach Prime lit a fire under the team by saying the defense is going to kick the offense butt. And then Coach Brendan Marion did what I feel like any offensive coordinator would do, whether it's the first practice or the 15th practice, in my opinion. Yeah. And he would say to fire up the offense, to keep them going, he would say, man, D-line kick y'all butt.
And see, and Chico,
whether they did or whether they really did, I really feel like Chico, he'll say that to
Chico
continue to challenge his offense.
That's where I can't. That's why I hear you, but that's where I can't stand with you on that.
I feel
because to say that any offense coordinator would do that, hell no, they wouldn't.
Okay, you're right. Okay, all right.
Hell no, they wouldn't. That was leadership, and everybody ain't leaders just because you got OC by your name. So I ain't finna sit here and let you diminish what he did by saying, "Oh, anybody will do that." No, they wouldn't.
No. Okay. Let me rephrase it and say any great offensive coordinator, any good offensive coordinator, anybody who knows what they're doing.
Sign my name to that, but don't come with that. Anybody will do that.
And I think you're going to sign your name to this right here too. I like to. Well, let me just say this: from what I saw on film, thanks to the pregame show, Well Off Media and Recent People Media, what I saw on film was an offensive coordinator who is invested in this. Like you said, this is his offense. So you're going to see him back there behind the quarterback with his microphone, giving instructions. I also shot to Haj Malik Williams, his former quarterback there, who already knew Julian Lewis, who Julian approached, talked about in the interview. He has a former player back there that can speak to Julian, that knows Julian, that has a rapport with Julian also. But I just love to see Coach Marion back there, hands-on in this offense, and able to talk about the details and the nuances of the quarterback position. And from a real player perspective, I like that.
Any OC would do that.
Any great OC would do that. All right, goodness gracious.
You finna diminish my guy,
man.
With no damn anybody would do that.
All right, man. All right.
Choose your words around here.
Okay, well, God damn it again. I said
anybody would do that.
No, I didn't. Now you're trying to diminish what I said.
Anybody would do that.
See, now you're trying to diminish what I said. Chat, y'all let us know what y'all think. If you agree, let me know. If you don't agree, let me know and tell me why. Put it in the chat right now. Appreciate y'all.
Anybody shaking
I
that
said
afro.
yesterday, Chico is Ron Simmons part 2, and now he is out with it. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, chat, I'm not going to tell y'all because I'm a man of my word. I'm not going to tell y'all. But we got off the air on Monday. I'm sorry, today Wednesday.
How you
got off the air on Monday?
If you say something that I said off air.
I just said I'm not going to tell y'all. I just said I'm not going to tell y'all. Are you listening?
But you're going to go into, okay, go ahead.
Let me finish. Chat. The man told me what he was about to say that he didn't say. And I'm going to agree with him. I'm so glad that he didn't say it. He is growing. He is maturing. Y'all stop talking him into still saying it because he did the right thing.
Oh, my gosh, man.
That's all I was going to say, Chico.
That's fine. That's fine. I appreciate you.
I just want to validate you in that you did the right thing.
All right.
Because I was with the chat. I was trying to talk you into saying it. But you said, no, I'm learning. I'm learning from my past ways. Man, don't nobody watch NASCAR for 500 laps just for nothing. Some need to flip over.
Yeah, no. Somebody said they squabbling over here already, huh? Unball your fist, Chico. Damn.
Chico take everything as an argument.
If you
anyway. Hey, pass me the Heinz 57 sauce. I like A1. You always arguing. Man, I just said.
I just want the A1 sauce. I don't want no Heinz 57.
Yeah. It's not a fight, dog.
That's all.
That's some Selma projects, man. Like, let it go, man.
That's them Jackson, Mississippi streets that they play. I saw a documentary the other day on Jackson, Mississippi, dog, and they
here we go.
Yeah, they're not playing down there, from what I heard, from what I saw.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
You need to stop false claiming North Shore. We got real North Shore in the building.
How I false claim? I ain't never false claim no North Shore, dog. I gave a shout out to the North Shore.
I just try to start something.
Like what? Oh man, I got to make sure I show Coach this. Coach always hit me up. His coach that we mentioned, Coach Warner, he always hit me up and say he has some good players that might be overlooked out there, and hopefully Liona will continue to show that he is one of those guys and improve Coach Warner right once again.
He ain't here doing crunches, but he's still in here working out. Building empty.
Yeah,
he don't want to hear.
Hey, what was that show, Unk?
Mindset.
Yeah. All right, so now we're going to get your mindset to get right, too, now. This is what I want you to do.
Go ahead, because I got something I want you to do, too.
No, we finna get him out of here, though.
What I want you to realize is the water's going to come out the faucet without you. You don't have to motivate the water.
This man said, why you got to stroke the faucet? You stroked. Man, let me go let T-Bray stroke my hair.
Our intern is in the building before we go.
T2?
Our second intern, not T2.
Oh, how you doing? Oh, yeah, she did some great work out there in Chi-Town. Shout out to you.
He said you did some great work in Chi-Town.
Oh, thank you so much.
She said, oh, thank you so much.
Keep it going.
She covered the press conference today and gonna be doing more stuff in the future. We're doing an introductory piece on it so y'all can know her.
Hold up, wait, before she goes, let her know, let the chat know her name so that they can follow her online also.
Where do they follow you on the gram?
It's just Chicago Barbie.
Chicago Barbie on IG.
All right. Shout out to the Shy. Appreciate you. We'll make sure we follow.
Yeah, and those clip ups that you see, she does those too.
The ones that, you know what? We'll get into it later on.
You know, Chico, I'm gonna put the three of us in the text group so you can just get them directly.
I ain't even say nothing. What you talking
I know
about?
what you the ones you don't be sending me. I know what you were finna say.
I didn't even say that. Chat, y'all hear it, right?
I know what you. I thought you said times. Hey, have a serious show one time, man.
It's been pretty serious for the first 45 minutes, I guess.
Guess because it was the press conference.
Exactly. Until we get on, they know what they expect when we get up on this. Hey, man, we out in Boulder Words Code and everybody getting busy. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like, subscribe, and comment. Join this channel. Join both channels if you would like to be a part of the Coach Prime exclusive interview. All right, you have to be a member. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and join the channel to become a member.
We are about to cross 121 like any minute now or any day now. And working with Coach to get his schedule. So it's probably going to be week after next, which is spring break week here that we do. So you want to go ahead and make sure you subscribe, notification bells, and have a membership that is in March, excuse me, because that show is taking place in March, and it's going to be members only, and only members can ask questions. So that's probably coming up in the crossing 121 could be any day now, but the show will be that week, more than likely.
And
Chico, another reason for notification bells. We may be adding back in Tuesday and Thursday shows during this off season for spring ball because we're going to do the coaches interviews on those days.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Let me see. I thought I had something else for them too. I'll get on it. We're going to let Unk hit that bar behind him like Danny said before we go. And then
ain't no weight on
it. You can't see the outside. You should just lean back and did it.
Oh, no, what's on? Well, I think he got 315 on there.
Oh. Like, yeah, no.
Man, I wish you said that sooner. Like,
no,
yeah, no. I think he got 315.
Not 315. Hell no. I ain't gonna lie to you. I went back to Selma. Last time I went back to Selma, and I ain't been in the gym in a while, but I had some old friends in there. They had been in the gym though. They under 315. They pumping it. They're
Yeah.
struggling. I used to hit 315 like right. So I get up under there.
You said rack.
I said, no,
Rack.
dog. I
You
used to go in there without warming up.
right here. You press right there?
Yeah. I hold my bar like this.
Yeah, me too.
Instead of grip, I hold it like this. Yep.
Yeah.
Small
But
little
you
detail.
know when you got to put it back.
Heck yeah. As soon as you try to lift that, you're like, oh, hold on. No, no. I put that thing right back. You're not finna embarrass myself in front of everyone.
Chico said, I get over there. I just want to clip that.
You got to make sounds when you do it.
I just want to clip it. There you go. Keep doing it. Yeah.
Let me go, man. Thank y'all for coming out. Thank you, Miss Debbie Garcia, for making your order online at unclechico.myshopify.com. Then Danny, it looks like yours is for whatever reason been held up, but on the way. I knew it was address, but everybody else got theirs who ordered.
You must have shipped his through Iraq or something. Like, what I get? Chico.
Like I said, I don't touch them. You know, they just put the order in. I watch them and I track them through. Yeah. Everybody else is going through except for Danny's for some reason. Maybe it's a delay. But guess what? He wasn't the only one. My mom's, when she ordered, it showed on there that it was delayed for some reason, but eventually she got it. So maybe
let me find out you gave your mom a discount and didn't run it by me. Let me find out.
Let me find out. I paid for mine in full without using the discount. And you know what? Next time you order, we're not gonna send you a discount.
Well, let me find out. Dobie. Shout out Dobie.
Find out. RP Dobie. Shout out to Frank Wright and shout out to Montgomery 334. Y'all know what it is, man. CBM. And we're gonna get up in about here. Y'all know what it is. Big Dog, Chico, Uncle Neely.
See, I guess we'll probably see y'all tomorrow. So
until next time. Now make sure y'all go to mybookie.ag too and use the promo code BIWDOW. That's Big Dog. All right. Peace in the Middle East. Cheers.
Oh, it's still on.
Find out.
Let me find out.